The assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963, stands as one of the most pivotal and haunting events in American history. The echoes of that fateful day resonate through time, and the recent release of previously classified documents by the National Archives has reignited public interest and debate surrounding the circumstances of his death. These documents, long hidden from public scrutiny, provide a tantalizing glimpse into the intricate political landscape of the early 1960s, particularly in Latin America, where the stakes were high and the tensions palpable. At the heart of this newly revealed information is a CIA report from January 4, 1963, which highlights the enduring influence of Fidel Castro in Latin America, even in the wake of the Cuban Missile Crisis. This report suggests that Castro's standing among his supporters had not waned. Rather, it posits that the United States had squandered a crucial opportunity to displace him from power. The implications of this assertion are profound, suggesting that the political dynamics in the region were far more complex than a simple narrative of American triumph over communism. Castro's resilience in the face of U.S. opposition fostered a sense of defiance among his supporters, who viewed him as a symbol of resistance against imperialism. The context of this report is critical. The early 1960s were a period marked by Cold War tensions, where the ideological battle between communism and capitalism was playing out on a global stage. In Latin America, this struggle was particularly pronounced, with various factions vying for power and influence. The CIA report points to a growing schism within Latin American communist parties, with divisions emerging between those advocating for violent revolution and those favoring more peaceful means of political change. This internal conflict hinted at a shift in strategy, as local parties began to adopt more independent stances, moving away from directives imposed by external powers. However, the report also reveals a contrasting perspective, one that underscores the complexities of the situation. British commentary included in the document suggests that the perception of Castro's undiminished prestige does not align entirely with other intelligence sources. This discrepancy raises questions about the reliability of the information being circulated and the potential for misinterpretation. It also highlights the disillusionment felt by Cuban exiles, particularly in Venezuela, who were frustrated with the outcome of the Cuban Missile Crisis. Despite their discontent, groups such as the Directorio Revolucionario Estudiantil, DRE, and Alpha 66 were determined to continue their efforts to undermine Castro's regime through small-scale attacks. These revelations prompt a deeper inquiry into the extent to which U.S. intelligence agencies understood the political realities of Latin America. Were they aware of the growing dissatisfaction among the Cuban exiles and the potential for violent actions against Castro? Did they recognize the shifting allegiances within communist factions and the implications for U.S. foreign policy? The documents suggest a complex interplay of factors that could have contributed to the environment surrounding Kennedy's assassination, underscoring the need for a nuanced understanding of the geopolitical landscape. As we sift through the details presented in these newly declassified files, it becomes evident that the motivations behind the assassination of Kennedy are multifaceted. The political climate of the time, marked by fear of communism and the desire to maintain American hegemony in the Western Hemisphere, created a volatile atmosphere. The threats posed by Castro's Cuba, combined with the frustrations of exiled Cubans and the potential for radicalization among leftist groups, painted a picture of a region in turmoil. Kennedy's administration faced immense pressure to take decisive action, and the consequences of their decisions reverberated far beyond the borders of the United States. The release of these documents is not merely an academic exercise, it is a crucial step in piecing together the puzzle of Kennedy's assassination. They serve as a reminder of the importance of transparency and the ongoing quest for truth, even decades after the fact. Each new piece of information adds depth to our understanding of the events leading up to that tragic day in Dallas, challenging us to confront the complexities of history and the myriad factors that shape our world. Moreover, The enduring fascination with the Kennedy assassination speaks to a larger human desire for clarity and closure. The questions surrounding the circumstances of his death have persisted for generations, fueling conspiracy theories and speculation. The newly released documents do not provide all the answers, but they invite renewed examination and discussion. They remind us that history is rarely black and white. It is often a tapestry woven from the threads of countless narratives, each contributing to the broader story. As we reflect on the implications of these revelations, we are compelled to consider the lessons they impart. The political landscape of Latin America in the early 1960s was fraught with uncertainty, and the choices made by leaders had far-reaching consequences. The assassination of Kennedy was not an isolated event. It was the culmination of a series of decisions, actions, and reactions that defined an era. The quest for understanding the motivations behind such a monumental event is not only an exploration of the past, but also a reminder of the importance of vigilance in the present. In conclusion, the release of previously classified documents sheds new light on the assassination of John F. Kennedy, offering valuable insights into the political climate of the time and the complexities of the actors involved. While definitive answers may remain elusive, the pursuit of truth is a vital endeavor. As we continue to explore the nuances of history, we are reminded of the power of inquiry and the necessity of grappling with the unanswered questions that shape our understanding of the world. The legacy of Kennedy's assassination endures, inviting us to reflect on the past while remaining engaged with the present and future.